Hey everybody, it's the Herb Guy with the Elder Herb Shop, and welcome back to Where Science Meets Nature. Today is our second episode of Front Yard First Aid, and the plant we're going to be using today is Smartweed. Smartweed is a really good plant, and I know you've probably seen it everywhere and probably don't even know what the name of it is. Here is a bunch of it here, if I can get out of the sun. Yes, that's my puppy chicken Hannah. There's Smartweed here. And it'll grow into rather large bushes. Well, I mean, those are all single plants in there, but, you know, they'll grow together in large clusters. There's some more of it stuck in with the gallant soldier, which we discussed earlier. There's Smartweed. There's a decent picture of it. Now, the cool thing about Smartweed is it's another one of those herbs that's an anti-inflammatory. It's also an astringent, so if you get cut or, you know, you're actively bleeding, you can use the herb itself on the cut as a first aid treatment to help stop the bleeding. You can take it internally as a gas reliever. It's a good carminative. It's a diuretic, so it'll help flush your body and get the fluids out of your body. It's also a stimulant, so you could use it in lieu of coffee if you're really fussed about it. It has a compound in it called rutin, and rutin is a powerful antioxidant. It helps the body to produce collagen and use your vitamin C more efficiently. Now what I've done is I've set a little bit of it up here on this old table. I'm gonna use my ladder. If you can see that, looks like so. All right, there's a few different ways you can process this plant. Obviously you have all of this. You use the whole thing. The roots, and they're long and stringy, as you can see. You have the flowers, or you can hold on and wait for the flowers to go to seed. Now, a special note for this plant. It's also considered what's called an abortifacient, which means that if you're pregnant, you don't want to take this plant. You know, abortifacient is just what it sounds like. It will cause an abortion. If you want to process these, now processing herbs is actually fairly easy, and people try to make it all complicated and tricky, and oh, you have to buy all this stuff, and you really don't. A lot of it is things you can, if you already buy it, such as an old orange bag or even an onion bag that has the mesh. This is going to work just fine. You can use just a plain old paper bag that you get from a grocery store, and here's what you do with it. Take a pair of scissors and you just start cutting. This is after you wash it off. Take it in the house, wash it off, but we're doing a video, so just start cutting it up. And once it's in small enough, however you like it, put it in the bag. Now the trick of this is you do not want to stuff so much of it in there that it's packed real tight and it doesn't have room to breathe. That's why we're using a mesh bag. I can change that a bit. That's why we're using the mesh bag. But a quick way to do it is you can just take a bunch of them like this and fold it over with your scissors. And as you can see, cuts it up real nice. Throw it in your mesh bag. You can hang it somewhere, you know, and just let it dry. Once it's dry, then it's ready to use. You can use it green when it doesn't necessarily have to be dry. You can use it green. You can use it directly onto wounds. You can drink it as a tea. Some people, because it's such a good astringent, have actually used it as a tonic for hemorrhoids, and you can, you know, make a wash out of it. And if you have hemorrhoids really bad, just dab some on there, a couple, whenever you go to the restroom, or whenever the bleeding is really bad, and it'll help constrict those blood vessels up. So, I mean, you want to go like this. If you can see that. Hang it up somewhere. You can hang it in a closet, somewhere where there's not a lot of sun. You know, the sun will take out some of the properties. As far as this bag goes, this is also very simple. It's along the same lines. Just take your scissors, cut it up. You'll find that stems are a lot easier to cut up when they're green and still wet versus when they're dry. Really doesn't take long to do this. You can see, got a nice pile there. Sorry. Got a nice pile here. Take your paper bag. Open up the paper bag. I mean, this is pretty simple, folks. Put it in there. Now, when it's in there, you want it to be kind of fluffy, right? Try to make it as fluffy as possible. And then when you hang it, you fold it over. Take the bag, fold it over a couple times so no bugs are getting into it. And yes, the chicken did get up on the table. Hannah, here. Hannah, here. See if she likes any Smartweed. She'd probably prefer the flowers. Because her crossbeak being what it is, she has a hard time eating some things. But you don't want any? Alright. So, in the link section below, or in the description section below, I'm going to go ahead and put a link to a couple of medical studies that have been done in regards to Smartweed. Next video will probably be something like Heal All, and I can show you how to make like an extract or something like that out of it. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and a share. If you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please do. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for your time. Everybody have a great day. Goodbye.